Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't look at the username, I am StrangeGirl831, and today we're going to be talking about New Year's. I hope you guys had a fantastic holiday. I hope you guys were all super safe. I know for me the last couple weeks have been insane with Christmas and New Year's. Well, New Year's I didn't honestly do anything. I watched the Hunger Games. That's what I did for New Year's. But for those of you who like to party, I hope you had fun. We had a massive snowstorm a couple days ago, and we are still recovering from that. We got probably over 50 centimeters of snow, and it was insane. Cars were getting stuck on my street. I think in a 2-hour time span, we had 5 or 6 cars get stuck in the snow on my street. It was insane. But we're getting back into the swing of things. Our roads are finally starting to be cleared, and hopefully we're not getting too much more snow because yeah, not a fan at all. So today, just like in my other video, if you watched that, we have a special guest. This time, this one is different. This is also a bearded dragon, however, it's a different one than my last video. This is Luna. She, as I said, is also a bearded dragon. Partway through this video, she will disappear. Don't be concerned. She became very fascinated with my tripod, and I kept going after it, so I had to put her back. Unfortunately, she does not sit as nicely on my desk as my other bearded dragon Cujo does. So, don't be concerned when she randomly disappears. So today, I wanted to talk about resolutions. Now, personally, I've never been the type to make New Year's resolutions. I feel like that whole thought process of new year, new me BS is not beneficial for people. I don't think it's healthy, and often it sets people up for disappointment, and then therefore they start feeling bad about themselves, and I just think it can be a very negative cycle. But I do believe in making goals, and that's what I did this year, specifically art goals. So I've always been artistic, and I've always drawn, but the last 2 years have been really, really insane, and I've let my art kind of dwindle down until recently, and that's part of the reason I'm doing YouTube. It helps me stay accountable. It is something I really enjoy also, but because my YouTube channel is an art channel, I have to create art for said art channel. So part of it is just keeping me accountable. So my resolution, or I like to call them goals, not New Year's resolutions, are specifically art related. So I have some general goals, and I have some specific goals also. So, and I apologize for the audio. It's not the best setup I have over here, but I'm working with what I got. So my general goals, first of all, I want to improve my character or people drawing. Basically what I'm doing in the background here, I've never been great at drawing people unless they were fan art, and I had decent references to go off of from the beginning, but just creating characters and creating people, I've always struggled with. Also, there's certain parts of anatomy that I'm really, really bad at. And these are common ones that a lot of artists have, but things like feet and hands are definitely not my friend. So I want to improve on that. More specifically though, I would like to improve on hair, face composition, poses, and then painting skin tones. So later on in this video, you will see that her skin tone, in my opinion, is very pinky, and I'm not necessarily a fan. That's not what I was going for, but that's how it ended up. So I would like to improve on that. And part of it, I personally think is because I am new at watercolor and I'm also new at drawing characters. That's a big part of it. It's just something I need to work on, trial and error. But that is one of my art goals, getting better at mixing and painting skin tones. As you can see here, I'm using the Viviva watercolor color sheets. So they don't actually have a skin tone in them, you have to mix them. And mixing colors in general, I'm not too great at, but especially skin tones, I find it to be a tad bit complicated. But again, that's something that I think you can improve on just with trial and error. Also, I want to incorporate more details into my drawings. I tried to do that here with the little gecko that's on her hand. That was actually inspired by one of my critters here at the house. I have not one but two geckos. They're leopard geckos. They are not green like this picture. One of them is actually a black and purple color, and then the other is white and black spotted. For any of you who know reptiles, the black and white one is and I was also working in mixed media between ballpoint pen and watercolor. I really enjoyed how that turned out actually. But as you can see, I did add, or try to add, more details here than my other previous watercolor paintings. I find working in watercolor with lots of details to be a bit of a struggle, again, probably because I'm not completely used to the medium yet. But I also think that by doing mixed media between watercolor and ballpoint pen, that'll help too, because those finer details I can do in the pen. So the hat is actually a combination of watercolor, and then I went over it with a green pen, I believe, which is how I got those really deep, high contrast shadows. Also, just a little bit more about this piece quickly. I really like how the shading on her tank top came out. I don't have a lot of experience in shading whites, so I was very impressed. I loved the look of it, and I think it's definitely something I'll be doing again. Actually, my next painting, I'm thinking it'll again be another character drawing like this, but I want to do her hair in that light gray silvery look. So keep an eye out for that, because that'll probably be not my next video, but one of the videos after that. But I'm getting a little off topic here. My other general goals were growing my YouTube channel and developing an art style, which I think is a common goal for a lot of artists. They want their art to stand out, which is completely normal because art is unique. But I don't feel like I have an art style. I guess I probably do. But I want to work on that more. So I'll be working on that in the new year. Now for specific goals. For any of you who took secondary school, whether it was university or college, more in the human services sector, you may have heard of SMART goals, which are, and I'm getting flashbacks to my classes here, but they are specific, they're measurable, they are attainable, they are realistic, and they are time sensitive. So I wanted to keep some of those elements in mind with some specific goals here. So I have 3 specific goals, all of which I feel are attainable, realistic, time sensitive, etc. So the first one, I want to complete the rough draft of one of my projects that I'm not going to talk about just yet, but I want the rough draft of that complete by June of this year, so that is 6 months from now to work on it. It is a bigger project per se, but not a massive project, and I'm going to be hinting at that a little bit more, maybe in a month or so. I'm not too sure yet, but stay tuned for that, guys. And then I have a second project that's actually been, I don't want to say in the works because I haven't been actively working on it for a couple years. But this project initially came about 4 years ago. And I don't know, it wasn't that I didn't like the concepts of the project or anything like that, but I just kind of fell off the bandwagon on working on it. So that's something I want to accomplish this year by December. It is a bit of a bigger project. Again, that would be just the rough draft, because there's other details that go into it. But I wanted at least the rough draft done for both of those projects by the end of this year. So yeah, those two are very exciting. And lastly, I want to participate in what's called ThunderCon, which is a convention here a couple of years ago, and honestly, I really enjoyed the whole atmosphere. The community is fantastic. We had a lot of fun, and actually I did make back the money that I spent on the table and the cost of printing, which from what I understand is, pardon me, slightly unheard of for your first convention. But I did made just over enough to cover the cost of my table and my printing. So yeah, I want to do that again. And actually, I want to sell the rough drafts of my first project that'll be done in June at that convention for a discounted price, because obviously it will be a rough draft. But that convention is in October, I believe, because it's right near Halloween. I get emails partway through the year reminding me to sign up for tables. So I will be talking about that later on in the year in my videos. I'll probably make some videos on prepping for ThunderCon, stuff like that. But yeah, I want to do that again because it was really great, and I was really disappointed that the last 2 years I didn't go, with me being in school full-time and working, plus having kids. The prep work was a lot because we had exams that time of year also, so it was just a lot. I haven't gone the last 2 years, but I want to go this year. So yeah, that's the end of my specific goals. Honestly, I love them. I have plans in place to work on them, and yeah. If you want to take a look at my next video that'll be coming up shortly, you'll see kind of how I'm going to keep myself accountable and on track with these goals. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, please let me know what your goals or resolutions, if you do believe in them, are down below in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you can keep an eye out for all my future content. I have committed to a posting schedule that will take effect probably next week. I'll talk about that a little bit more in my next video, but I do plan to post videos on the first of the month, and then I want to film Fridays to post Saturdays, and then film Sundays to post Mondays, and then maybe I'll throw in some time lapses throughout the week if I have time to film those. But keep an eye out, and as I said, subscribe so you don't miss any of them. I swear, I really want to stick to a very solid posting schedule. But yeah, until then guys, always remember to stay strange, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Bye guys.